You don't become powerful by accident. You become powerful by what you tolerate, what you control, and what you refuse. Because let's be honest, most men today don't lack potential. They lack control. Control over their impulses. Control over their attention. Control over themselves. And when a man can't control himself, life controls him. So forget what you've been told. This isn't about motivation. This is about building 5 skills that separate men who drift from men who dominate. Let's get into it. First, cut this weak impulsive pattern, attention addiction. Most men today are distracted, not by work, not by purpose, but by constant stimulation, notifications, validation, endless scrolling. Your focus is fragmented, and a fragmented mind can't build a powerful life. You say you want success, but your attention is rented out to things that don't move you forward. Here's the reality. What you focus on controls what you become. If you can't sit still, if you can't lock in, if you can't go deep without reaching for your phone, you're not in control. You're conditioned. And conditioned men don't lead. They react. Second, destroy this emotional weakness reaction dependency. Most men react to everything. Disrespect, opinions, delays, rejection, and every reaction is a loss of control. Because now, your state depends on something external. A comment ruins your mood. A delay ruins your day. A person ruins your focus. That's not strength. That's instability. Real power is when nothing outside you decides how you move. You don't snap. You don't rush. You don't over-explain. You observe. You process. You respond with intention. Because the man who controls his reaction controls the situation. Third, eliminate this invisible weakness, unclear thinking. Most men don't have a strategy. They have noise. Too many ideas. Too many distractions. Too many half-started paths. You say you're figuring things out, but really, you're avoiding commitment. Clarity comes from decisions, not thinking. Pick a direction. Stick to it. Adjust as you move. Because confusion isn't a phase, it's a habit. And the longer you stay in it, the more your life stays stuck. Fourth, fix this silent destroyer, lack of standards. You tolerate things you shouldn't. Disrespect, low effort, situations that drain you. And every time you tolerate it, you lower your own value, not in the world, but in your own mind. Because deep down, you know what you should have walked away from, but you didn't. Standards aren't what you say. They're what you enforce. The moment you stop accepting what weakens you, your entire life shifts. Because people treat you based on what you allow. And finally, build this core foundation, internal respect. Not confidence. Not ego. Respect. The kind that doesn't need approval. Doesn't need validation. Doesn't need attention. You move differently. You don't beg to be heard. You don't chase to be seen. You don't explain to be accepted. Because you already decided who you are. And once that decision is made, everything aligns with it. Now here's the truth most people avoid. These skills aren't built in comfort. They're built in resistance, in discipline, in boredom, in doing what you don't feel like doing. That's where control is forged. That's where identity is shaped. And that's where most men quit. But if you don't quit, you separate yourself. You stop chasing respect and start carrying it. You stop reacting to life and start directing it. And slowly, without noise, without announcements, you become the man people feel before you even speak. That's your everyday reality check. Insight isn't optional, it's necessary. Subscribe to Everyday Reality Check because someone had to say it.